before Diwali. Now, I think from 10th of November, um, you will have your Diwali vacations.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
Yes,
I'll
ma'am.
just share my screen. All right. Okay. Let's begin. Yeah, so previous session we started with data link layer, and in the data link layer we saw the services, okay, which was acknowledged connection. I hope you all remember unacknowledged service, acknowledged service, connection oriented service. Yeah, and then after that we did framing. Now in framing, we saw that what is the problem. Okay, what was the problem? It was difficult to distinguish between the frames. Where is the start and the end of the frame? So to insert time gaps was not a good idea because the network does is not very friendly with the timing, because your timing can be squeezed out. So there, squeeze ho gaya, so you will not be able to differentiate between the two frames. So there were four different techniques of framing. Last lecture we saw one was character count. I hope you remember the first character is the count of the number of characters in that particular frame, okay, including that one. Again, in this, the problem is what if the character count at the beginning gets garbled? Okay. Then next, what we saw was flag bytes with byte stuffing. So the start and end of the frame would be with the help of flag byte. Okay. But what if the flag byte is only a part of your data? Then you have to stuff an escape byte in front of it. Now, what if escape is also part of your data? Then you have to stuff one more escape before the data wala escape, and it reaches the destination. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
So once it reaches the destination, the receiver protocol will know that it has been stuffed, and so it will destuff it, and then it will carry forward the data. The next technique is bit stuffing. Now, in bit stuffing, was what happens is this is actually for bits, bit transmission, arbitrary bit lengths. Okay. Now, suppose if the data transmitted is like as you can see in the image given, the just have a look at the first one, A wala. That is the bit stream that's being transmitted. Okay. Now, in bit stuff, what happens is also at the start and the end of the frame, flag bytes are used, but in the bit format. Okay, I had told you what is the bit conversion of flag: zero, six ones, and zero. So the start and end of the frame still remains that only, the flag byte bits. But so again, in bit stuffing, what happens is how do you differentiate if the flag byte comes into the data also? So in this case, what happens is after every the protocol, what it does is after every five consecutive ones, okay, after every five consecutive ones, a zero, okay, it stuffs a zero. All right. Now, when the receiver protocol understands this, or when the receiver protocol receives this bit streams, it counts the five ones. Okay. And if there is a zero after it, it understands that this zero has been stuffed, and then it destuffs that zero, and then it passes on that data to the network layer. Then it understands that, okay, this is the part of the data and this is not the end of the frame. Easy? Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
For
Yes, ma'am.
stuffing now, let's see this video. I'll just play this video. Lovely. Are you able to hear that?
Yes, ma'am.
सुनाई दे रहा है ना?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Just have a look at this entire video. Decision with the outcome. Completion of the session, the learner will be able to understand bit stuffing in HPLC. Before diving into the topic bit stuffing, let's see what has been oriented approach. In bit oriented approach, it simply views the frames as a collection of bits. So a frame is viewed as a collection of bits, and the well-known bit oriented protocol is HPLC, high level data link control protocol. And we know that frame format of HDLC, we have a beginning sequence which is of 8 bits, we have a header which is of 16 bits, we have the variable length body, followed by the CRC, the cycle redundancy check of 16 bits, and finally the ending sequence of 8 bits. And this beginning sequence and ending sequence are of 8 bits and they are one and the same. Let's see it now. Suppose if this is the sender, please note this is the sender, and if the sender is going to send some data, it is obviously a group of bits. This will be the beginning sequence and this will be the
Ma'am?
ending sequence. We know the beginning. Yes.
Ma'am, the voice is not clear. It's breaking down.
It's breaking. Okay, 1 minute. Yeah, this network fluctuation. Just give.
Ma'am, can you send the link also?
I will definitely do that. I'll be sending this PPT. I'll be uploading it on Google Classroom. And I have also given you all the nodes for data link layer.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
So yeah, I'm not too sure how much. I'll just play it again to see if you are able to hear properly.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
0, 6, 1, 0. So this will be the beginning sequence and this will be the ending sequence. Let's see an example. Suppose if this is the same. सुनाई दे रहा है?
Yes, ma'am. It's somewhat clear.
Yes, ma'am. It's clear. A bit.
Okay. और else अभी ये देख लो, मैं एक बार ये URL तुम्हारे WhatsApp पे भी भेज देती हूँ, ठीक है?
Okay, ma'am.
And this sender is going to send some data to this receiver. And here the common protocol they agree upon for framing is HDLC. So if it is HDLC, obviously the beginning sequence will be 0610 and the ending sequence will also be 0610. If this is going to send some data, so there will be a beginning sequence and followed by other fields and there will be ending sequence. So in this case, this data is being sent and it is received by the receiver and the receiver accepts this frame because there is no problem with the group of bits that are transmitted. Here is a scenario which has some problems. Suppose if this is the sender and this sender is going to send some group of bits and this is the beginning sequence and this is the ending sequence and obviously this is the data part. Can you figure out any problem here? And the problem is this. There is a bit pattern in the data which resembles the beginning sequence or the ending sequence. And what happens if the receiver receives this group of bits? When the receiver receives this group of bits, it understands that this is the beginning of the frame and this is the end of the frame and therefore this is the frame. And it leads to framing error that actually this is not the frame that was created by the sender. Actually this whole information is the frame. So this has to be handled. So the problem statement is if the beginning sequence or the ending sequence appear in the data part because this data part is received from the upper layers. So we don't know what the upper layers generate. So the beginning sequence or ending sequence appear in the data part. The receiver will misunderstand that this is the end of the frame. So we are required to rectify this issue. And the solution for this problem is bit stuffing. And what we are going to do, we are going to stuff a bit. Then when we receive 5 consecutive ones, a 0 is going to be stuffed after 5 consecutive ones. Suppose if the sender is receiving the data from the upper layer, and if the sender sees that there are 5 consecutive ones, it is going to stuff a 0 after the 5th consecutive one. And that's it, the problem is resolved. What the receiver will do, it knows the beginning sequence and the ending sequence, and when it sees the data part, if it finds a 0 after 5 consecutive ones, it removes that 0 and converts the original data. So the process of inserting 0 after 5 consecutive ones is bit stuffing, and sender will do this bit stuffing and receiver will undo this bit stuffing. And there is a homework problem for you. Let's see what is that. Okay. So I don't know how many of you all were able to, see the video properly or listen to that properly. I have also sent you the link on the group. You all want to see the video again? Girls,
Yes, ma'am.
do you all want to see the video again?
No, it's fine.
No, ma'am.
You all will
Ma'am,
watch it
because
later.
the voice is really breaking and we do not understand even a word.
No, that's what I'm saying. I have sent you the link on WhatsApp. Do you want to see now in your respective phones?
Ma'am, we'll watch it later, ma'am.
Okay, y'all watch it later. So, stuffing, what happens is after every consecutive 5 ones, okay, the sending protocol will stuff a 0 after 5 ones, and the receiving protocol will will understand that this 0 has been stuffed, and it will de-stuff the 0 and it will pass on the bits to it will make sure that okay, this is the frame, this is the start and this is the end of the frame. See, in bit stuffing also the start and end of the frame is with the help of flag bytes. The problem prevails, right? If you're using the flag byte, the problem still prevails. What is the problem? The same problem as flag byte ka problem tha, byte stuffing the problem tha. So in this case, what happens is using bit stuffing, what they do is if the flag byte is also a part of the data, yani uska bit conversion is also part of the data, then they just stuff a 0 after 5 months. So the receiver understands that this is a stuffed one and it destuffs it. This is bit stuffing. Understood? Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, the next and the last method is physical layer coding violations. Now, this actually happens in the physical layer and it happens in the network where there is some kind of, the encoding mechanisms have some kind of, redundancy. So, Manchester encoding may, what they use is, for a single bit, the signal that is used to represent, suppose if it's 1 that is being transmitted, so it will be represented as high low pair, okay, and if it is a 0, then it will be represented as 0 1, as in low high pair. So for 1 bit, actually 2 bits are consumed, okay. So this is used in those lands where there is such kind of redundancy, not in all the lands. This is not used everywhere, but it is used in those kind of networks where the physical layer has kind of redundancy, okay. And now what happens is in this method, the start and the end of the frame is denoted using either a high pair or a low pair, okay. And the data in between is there's a lot of transitions in between the data. Why there is transition? Because 1 is represented as high low, यानी 1 0. So 1 अगर डेटा गया है तो उसके लिए जाता क्या है 1 0. 0 अगर डेटा गया है तो 0 1. ठीक है. अभी यहाँ पे ये नीचे जो मैंने दिया है डायग्राम, just have a look at that diagram, you will understand. It's very simple. So the start of the frame is denoted by the entire thing is consumed 1 1. So the receiver will understand that okay, this is the start of the frame, okay. Now look at the bit stream. What is the first? 0. So 0 is denoted as a low high pair. So the transition will happen in the middle. Can you see? ये जो dotted lines के बीच में there is a transition happening. So 0, which is low high pair. Do you understand this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
ये समझा ना इतना? Okay. Then so see, 0 means low and then high pair. ठीक है? So there is a transition in between. All right. Then next bit is 1. 1 is represented as 1 0, which is a high low pair. So 1 को देखो कैसे transit किया है मैंने? High and then low pair. Okay, that is 1. Then again there is 0. So low, high pair. So 0, 1. Okay. Then again 1. So high, low pair. उसके बाद वापस 1 है. तो high, low pair. 0. Again low, high pair. In this way, the data will be transmitted. So the receiver protocol will understand that, that if there are transitions happening in between like this, these kind of transitions, then it is data. And if ऐसा है, full consumption है, 1 1, ये full consumption है ना, इसमें transition नहीं है बीच में, तो it will be understood as the start and end of the frame. Simple, easy. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Understood ना? वैसे ये किया ना तुम लोगों ने मैनचेस्टर एनकोडिंग और डिफरेंशियल मैनचेस्टर और ये सब अपना गेस्ट लेक्चर हुआ था बाय द वे.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay. So next we let's talk about error control. Girls, now in data link layer there is something called as error control and you have error detection also. Okay. First let's talk about error control. Now, I think this thing keeps changing. Okay, let's look at the first error. How to make sure all frames are eventually delivered to the network layer at the destination and in proper order. This is your first problem. It's not error, but then this is your first problem. That how to make sure that all frames are delivered to the network layer and in proper order. So what is the solution? Way to ensure reliable delivery is to provide the sender with some feedback. What would be the feedback? Some acknowledgement that I have received your frame about what is happening at the other end of the line. So that means the receiver will send a feedback to the sender that I have received the frame or have not received the frame. Okay? Typically, the protocol calls for the receiver to send back special control frames bearing positive or negative acknowledgements about the incoming frames. So this, see, how to make sure that the frames are delivered or not. When the receiver sends a feedback to the sender will ensure, the sender will come to know whether the frame has been delivered or not delivered. So if it is a positive acknowledgement, the sender will know that I don't have to do anything and the frame has been delivered. But if it's a negative acknowledgement, the sender will have to resend the frame. The sender will have to take some action, right? Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So negative acknowledgement में क्या होता है? Something has definitely gone wrong and the frame should be transmitted again. So the sender will now understand that कुछ तो गड़बड़ हुई है. Let me send the frame again. Okay. So this is the solution to your first problem. Second is hardware troubles may cause a frame to vanish completely. Okay. The receiver will not react at all since it has no reason to react. Why so? Can anyone tell me this?
Because frame has not reached to the receiver.
So, why will the receiver not react?
Because it doesn't know if it was even sent to it.
Exactly. Who's that?
Radhika ma'am.
Radhika. Is it only Radhika who's understanding networking? Very good, Radhika. This is a question which I keep asking to students, but people are not able to answer. And you answered it like essay. I am so happy. Very good. So, in this case, what happens is, suppose if because of some noise burst या कुछ problem के वजह से frame vanish हो गया. Now receiver will not react because it doesn't know only that some frame has been sent to me ना, तो वो acknowledgement भेजेगा ही नहीं, whether positive या negative, वो कुछ भी नहीं भेजेगा sender को, because receiver doesn't know only at the first place that some frame has been sent to me, right? The protocol will hang, okay, if the frame is ever lost. The protocol will hang forever if the frame is ever lost due to some malfunctioning of the hardware. Now, how to solve this problem? This is dealt with by introducing timers into the data link layer. Now, when the sender transmits a particular frame, it will start a timer. Now, I had told you in the last class also that this timer का जो time set करते हैं, this is ये टाइमिंग उतना इनफ रहता है कि फ्रेम ट्रांसमिट हो, मिले और एक्नॉलेजमेंट मुझे वापस मिल जाए. ठीक है, इतना इतना एक्टिविटी कवर करने जितना टाइमर सेट किया जाता है. ओके, दैट इंटरवल इज दैट लॉन्ग इनफ. So the timer is set to expire after an interval long enough for the frame to reach the destination, be processed there, and have an acknowledgement propagate back to the sender. Propagate means transmit back to the sender. उतना टाइम का ये टाइमर हम लोग टाइमर का इंटरवल सेट करते हैं. ठीक है. Normally the frame will be correctively received and acknowledgement will get back before the timer runs out, in which case the timer will be cancelled. Now see, suppose if I am transmitting a frame, okay, and the minute I transmit the frame, I will start the timer. Now suppose I did not get the acknowledgement, okay, and the timer expires. What will I come to know? That I did not receive the acknowledgement, there is some problem, let me send the frame again. So at least as a sender, I will come to know that there is some problem. Right? Understood?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
अंडरस्टूड ना. सो अगर इस केस में अगर फ्रेम घूम भी जाती है, अगर रिसीवर को पता भी नहीं चलता है कि मुझे कोई फ्रेम भेजा गया था या कोई फ्रेम वैनिश हो गई, तो भी उसका टाइमर तो एक्सपायर हो जाएगा. If the timer expires, the sender will send retransfer the frame, right? So there is no question of lost frame. I don't know. The sender is saying I don't know. The receiver is saying I don't know. There's no question mark sort of a thing. Timer चला गया, acknowledgement नहीं आया है, वापस से भेजो. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Now the next is, if either the frame or the acknowledgement is lost, the timer will go off, alerting the sender to a potential problem. This I told you ना अभी just कि अगर acknowledge देखो frame घूम गया, ये भी तो हो सकता है कि acknowledgement घूम जाए, right? Sender ने frame भेजा, receiver को frame मिल गया, receiver processed that frame, receiver sent an acknowledgement, but that acknowledgement is only lost. In which case also we will decide, yani the sender will decide based on the timer only, because the timer includes the acknowledgement. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
हाँ, तो या तो अगर फ्रेम घूमे तो भी टाइमर एक्सपायर होगा ही, एक्नॉलेजमेंट घूमा तो भी टाइमर एक्सपायर होगा ही. तो टाइमर जैसे ही एक्सपायर होगा, यू जस्ट हैव टू retransmit the frame. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You means who will retransmit?
Sender.
Sender. Yes. Now, what is the fourth case? When frames may be transmitted multiple times, there is a danger that the receiver will accept the same frame 2 or more times and pass it to the network layer more than once. Possible? This may happen.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
है ना, मल्टीपल टाइम्स ट्रांसमिट हुआ तो क्या करेंगे, वो मल्टीपल टाइम्स उसको जाएगा, मतलब हाय हेलो गुड मॉर्निंग, हाय हेलो हाय हेलो हाय हेलो हाय हेलो गुड मॉर्निंग. सो जस्ट इमेजिन द मैसेज. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए ना, राइट? देयर शुड नॉट बी रिपीटेशन. तो क्या करेंगे? What can be the solution to this? The solution is assign sequence numbers to the outgoing frames. Now, when the numbers are assigned, the receiver will understand which is the original one and which is a duplicate one. क्योंकि उसके पास में नंबर्ड वाला फ्रेम्स रहेगा ना. सपोज अभी फॉर एग्जांपल टेक टाइम इंटरवल T1. Okay, I am the sender and maybe let's say you are the receiver, one of you. So I am sending frame 1 to you. ठीक है, frame 1, frame 2, frame 3, frame 4. Now frame 5 got lost somewhere, बहुत डिले हो गया उसको आने के लिए. मैंने रीट्रांसमिट किया, टाइमर एक्सपायर हो गया तो मैंने रीट्रांसमिट किया, 3-4 बार किया. फिर एट टाइम इंटरवल T6 the receiver receives frame 5. At time interval T7 the receiver receives frame 5 again. At time interval T8 the receiver receives frame 5 again. So how many copies now the receiver has? 3 copies, right? 3
Yes,
copies.
ma'am.
3 copies. So now the receiver knows that ये 3 repeat है, तो 2 वो discard कर देगा और 1 ही रखेगा. समझा?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Understood? और generally जो first पहले मिलता है ना, that they keep as original and the others are treated as retransmissions. ठीक है?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, so that was error control. Okay. Now let's talk about flow control. Now this we have been discussing a number of times. We've done it. What do you mean by flow control? When the sender is transmitting the frames and the receiver is not able to accept them. Why? Because the sender is a fast machine and the receiver is a slow machine. So there were 2 approaches that I told you. What were the 2 approaches?
Feedback mechanism.
Feedback mechanism and
Agreed on transmission.
agreed on transmission rate and a rate based flow control. So feedback mechanism में क्या होता है? Who can explain?
Ma'am, it's kind of when the message has been sent, it is
I'm
said
not
to
able
run slow. Like,
I'm
hello?
not able to hear you.
Ma'am, I think it's a mic issue.
अच्छा. So feedback में क्या होगा? Anyone else?
After every transmission, it will send a feedback.
Not after every transmission, but see, suppose if the sender is transmitting data at a particular rate, and the receiver ka buffer bhi khatam ho gaya, and the receiver now is not able to accept it. So just about when it is finishing its buffer also, it sends a feedback to the sender that please go a little slow. Now for the next 10 seconds, don't send anything. Till that time, I'll be able to empty the buffer space a little. So this is kind of feedback that is being transmitted from here and there, from the receiver basically to the sender. If receiver is a slow machine and sender is a fast machine. Okay, that is feedback. Then rate base में क्या होगा? Starting से ही before transmission, there is one rate of transmission that is decided by both the protocols, and both the machines are going to transmit and receive the data at the same rate. Okay, so that there is no question of receiver getting swamped by so much of data. The data loss nahi hoga basically. So if the rate is decided mutually between the sender and the receiver, it is decided based on the slow machine. The slow machine का capacity कितना है ना, उसके ऊपर उसको basis पे रखकर rate decide किया जाता है. ठीक है? So at this speed, like say 56 Mbps or 56 kbps or whatever is the rate, they decide, and then the transmission happens at this rate only. So this is how they control the flow of data. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So here we are done with the data link layer, and okay, I'll just stop recording this.